Here's Spike.
to represent the people of Virginia, and he refuses to give up. In 1758, he runs in the next election for a seat in the House of Burgesses. But this time, he doesn't show up empty-handed. After seeing how the other candidates earned their votes in the previous election, he refuses to be outdone.
Washington had decided that the entire campaign budget would go towards purchasing 144 gallons of beer and liquor.
He goes through the crowd and provides each voter with glass after glass of free booze.
This drunken party atmosphere was really not George Washington's style, but he was determined that if this was what it took, he was going to do it.
Finally, the votes are counted. And George Washington is declared the winner.
He would have felt very proud that he had finally accomplished this and really ready to get to work. He was somebody that really genuinely wanted to serve the people in the colony, so here was his chance.
After winning the election, Washington becomes a prominent leader in the colonies. And when the Revolutionary War breaks out, he takes command of the Continental Army and becomes the first president of the United States.
This is gonna help me with this test.
In the aftermath of the Revolution, many states banned the practice of drinking near polling locations. Today, the Speaker's chair from the House of Burgesses continues to stand in the original chamber where George Washington served at the Capitol building in Williamsburg, Virginia. It's a reminder of the boozy victory that launched Washington's political career and ultimately made him the father of our country. San Francisco, California is known for its iconic cable cars. For nearly 150 years, they've helped locals and visitors alike ascend the city's famous hills. But on the outskirts of San Francisco, at the International Airport, is a building dedicated to a different type of transportation, the Louis A. Turpin Aviation Museum. The collection includes a globe that illustrates plane routes from the 1930s, a portable medical kit used to treat airline passengers, and a leather briefcase carried by a Pan Am pilot in 1935. But among these high-flying artifacts is one that tells a truly out-of-this-world story.
The object measures 14 inches long and 12 inches wide. Its exterior is a glossy white. It has a logo of a crane on the tail, and on the front is a Japanese flag.
This model airplane recalls a chilling incident that has remained a mystery to this very day.
This is the story of one of the most frightening close encounters of all time.
November 17, 1986, Anchorage, Alaska. It's a routine night at the city's airport when federal aviation officials are approached by a frantic pilot named Kenju Terauchi. The aviator claims that while he was flying a Japan Airlines cargo jet over northern Alaska, he spotted something strange.
He explains that he saw bright, dazzling lights headed straight towards the plane.
Terauchi says he watched as two white orbs hovered over the horizon for several minutes. Then they were joined by a much larger orb-like object that had a band of bright red lights running down its center.
Terauchi called this one the mothership.
The pilot explains that the objects seemed to follow his plane, even as he took evasive actions to avoid them. Then, after 30 minutes, they suddenly vanished. Initially, the officials are skeptical of Terauchi's story. But when they check the radar data for that night, they're stunned by what it reveals.
What they uncovered shocked them all.
Just as Terauchi had described, the readout shows something was flying near his plane.
They did indeed see the object on the radar.
But when they cross-reference it with commercial and military flight data, they make another baffling discovery. Aside